Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in and say hi. We're going to work on 2 flowers. We're going to do the big one, the big rose, and then we're going to take a smaller can so you can kind of see the can. We're going to do 2 kinds, a big one, a wide mouth, and a little one. Hey, sweet Danita, how are you? The air is blowing everything. So we're going to take 2 different kinds of cans, and one's going to be big, which should follow into this pattern. I gotta be careful, I keep squishing it. We'll follow into this pattern. How are you doing, Danita? So we'll do one big one, and then I'll show you how you can take the skinnier ones and do it again. Hey, Missy, how are you? And do the skinnier cans and make them a little tighter, okay? So I added some leaves to it. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, Brenda. So we're gonna go ahead and start this one. Hey, sweet Cindy, how are you? Hey, Tina. So I wanted to do something easy tonight because it was a long week. It was so much fun having Eva here. She was a trip and a half. The stories. Hey, Joni, how are you? So what I did is when I grunge my fabric, I lay my fabric on paper towel. Hey, Bonnie, how are you doing, sweetie? Hey, Jean, how are you? And Glenna. And so I let my I let my fabric drain into this. Hey, sweet Tessie. So, hey, Lourdes, let it drain on here, and it gives you all these different, like, patterns. Well, when you do it, like this one is all the same. It's nothing special. Hey, Gail, how are you, sweetie? So the next one we'll do the big one. Hey, Criselda, we'll do, you'll see the difference in, what do you want to call coloring, because it's going to have more color than this. This is what I had before, and I forgot. I found a ton more that I had. So what I did is I just made a simple pattern. I can always take a picture of it if you want. And so you can see it's just curves, just circles. Anything you want it to be, actually. It doesn't have to be what I have, but this is just what I came up with. How are you doing, Brenda? How you doing, Criselda? So let's do this. First things first, we got to cut this. Now, I've got it pinned together, so it's just easier. Hey, Debbie. So now all we're going to do is we're going to take and try to cut all this together. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Don't think this has to be perfect. It doesn't. It's paper. It is paper. This one. You'll see it. Because if you've ever seen petals, not petals. Yeah, petals. They're all different. Hey, sweet Linda. Hey, Melange. How are you? I think I said that right. So we're going to keep going. And you can adjust them after you're done. But this just gets a bunch of them done at one time. And I believe before I've done about 13 of these each. So we're going to just go for 13 and see where we end up. And these are just much prettier when you have all this dark. Because now you're going to have like, you could probably take your, take a spritz bottle and take your food coloring from the kitchen and water it down. Yeah, and water it down, and then spritz it on your paper towel. So I'll need to try that. I've not done that yet. I'm not saving this stuff, guys. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, sweet Denise. How are you doing, Teresa and Patty? So what we're doing is basically making our little things. Just kind of clip at them a little bit. Now they can be crinkled because roses are crinkled. So I'm just kind of tipping these edges a little so they're not as sharp. Okay, so that's all I did is I took this, I created this myself, and just made a bunch of ridges around it. Hey, Danette. Hey, sweet Linda. How are y'all doing? So we're going to take this apart. So we're going to do the big one first. Okay, so what I did, we're going to use the big can first. So basically, depending on where you want, you want them singles, you don't want them doubles, so you got to separate them so you have extras. So my first row, I'm going to try to get as many of these as I can because I think that looks pretty, and it's all crinkly, and that makes it good. They don't have to be perfect, unless you feel you need to make it perfect, but yeah. You know, when you get flowers and stuff from the store, they're cut and everything. So we're gonna lay one inside. Okay, now don't pack them in, just let them lay in there, okay? Hey Shyla, how are you? Okay, so let's get our bottom layer done. So we're gonna go ahead and do the next. It doesn't really matter, I'm just gonna go ahead and start laying. Now these are pretty big. And then we're gonna do another. And you just want the single part of it. You don't want the double, okay? So now that I kind of got it, I want to have it like this before I glue it. See how you have the cone in the center? Hi, Glenna. Hey, sweet Sherry. How are you doing? Hey, Sharon, Elizabeth, and Deborah. How are you? See how you have the center that's kind of tight? That's what you want. It's tight in the center. Hey, sweet Brenda. Hey, Casey. Welcome to the party. No, you're never late to the party, Deborah. I'm going to try this week. I wish I had an extra, my iPad, because it shows you sideways when I'm looking at it, you know, you see me staring this way. I got invited to a YouTube event. So I got to get my act together. Hey, Sue. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Terry. So I have to get my act together and figure it out. I know how to go live. Jeez, my hands just are not operating. So that's what you want. Let's get these down here a second. Let's just get these together. We're going to add a little glue and down. A little glue, little glue. Okay, and down. Now, you don't want to, remember, don't press too hard in the center. You need the cone. Hey, sweet Lindsay. Hey, Deborah. Okay, so don't worry about it too much. It'll all work out in the long run. So that's 3. Let me count. I'm going to do 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, guys, I can't see. 8, 9. Mix them up so they're not exactly the same. I'm gonna do 12. Let me just do 12. 10, 11, and 12. Let's just do 12. We'll see as we go, because I didn't count the first time. Okay. So now we're gonna add the next layer. Now, so you see how you have the open, and you have an open right in here. That's where you put the next ones. Hey, Gloria, how are you? So we're gonna put them here. And try to get them kind of the same, but don't be too picky. You don't have to squish them. No squishing allowed. Now you have another gap here. Put another one. Okay. And then we're gonna keep going. I gotta get some more glue. I figured this is a small one would be really good. Oh, I thought it was out of glue. Okay, so now let me see, where am I? 1, 2, 3. Now these are bigger than you probably would do them, but it's okay. So every gap is where you gotta put in. Stay focused, like I don't. And keep going. You make it as thick as you want it. Whoa. Make it as thick as you want it. These are the pieces that just make it. All these colors. We're gonna go ahead and go again. Where'd it go? Keep going. Fill it up till you feel you're done. The more you do it, the thicker it'll be. A little bit more color. Okay, we'll just do a few more. And I added leaves to the ones I have here. I'm gonna do one right here. Okay, now we're gonna take it out and peek at it. This is paper towel. Now this is coffee stained paper towel, guys. Look how cute that is. You can keep going if you want, or you can stop. It's kind of up to you. So you can go further or just leave it as is. So see, like this was the first one I did. I like the second one better because it's prettier. I love the colors. I think they look prettier. So we're gonna just take this, I'm just gonna leave it. Now you could go smaller if you want on these, but it just looks like it's starting to open. Starting to open. Now we could probably take these down for the second one. We could take these down a notch for the second one. Hang on, I'm gonna squish them. Hang on. Because you know how roses are. So we're gonna take this one and we're gonna add just a few leaves to it. We just want some leaves. Just a couple. You don't have to do this. I just felt like doing it. And now the other thing you could do is you could wrinkle up your, you could wrinkle up these. Hi Denise, hey Cindy, hi Devana. You can wrinkle anything up so that you have that wrinkle look too. My finger, my finger. Okay, so now we have our big one. Now, if you want, these will go in like a bowl. So just squish it a little bit. And then you could take this. I got a big bowl here. So you could take a big bowl and you can add them into a bowl. Now this one I don't like as much, the first one, because, thank you Casey, because it's not as colorful as the other one. But as you see, how pretty is that in a bowl? Now, if you want to, you could do different sizes. Now you want to make sure your inside is got a nice peak to it. Thank you, Joanne. How are you? Hey, Levon. So this one I like because you've got really depth in there. You've got a lot of depth in there. Now this one, of course, I probably should have made them a little smaller, but you know what? You can crunch the stuff down a little bit. Just crunch them in a little bit. Just crunch them in a little bit. And then now you have it. Now you can see how real pretty it is in the center. It's got that nice peak, like when the flower's just opening up. Okay? Now let's do a little one, but I think I'm gonna make them a little smaller because that one was big. So let me see if I can take these. We're gonna do a thin canvas then. I'm wondering, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. We're just gonna fight through this one. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take them in a little bit. Take them in, keep adding them. I don't feel like cutting them. Now we're gonna take the next one. I just wanna get them in here. Okay. You could probably squish them in a little bit more too. Then we'll do the next. We're gonna squish these in a little bit. And they're fine if they're all crunched up because they look really cool crunched up. Now these are all, they just all look different, guys, or they don't look the same. You want the petals to look a little different. Hang on. Okay, so now we're gonna glue. You'll figure it out when you do these. Now this is what I did with our cabbage and my red cabbage and all that. And we'll be doing that. I think next week I'm gonna start doing my fake bakes next week. You're so fast. Probably because we got these cut out already. Okay, so now I'm going to take the next one and I'm going to glue it here. These are not hard, guys. Now, if I showed you the process, if you actually did the process, it'd be a different story because this stuff takes a while to dry. So we're going to go ahead and do the next. We're going to make these a little curly. Okay, we're going to curl them up a little bit. And all the different colors makes a big difference when you see these. And I'm going to next week too, I do want to do all my vegetables like I normally do. Okay, just going to show you how this looks. They'll all look a little different, guys. No two flowers will ever look the same. See, none of them look the same. Hi, Helen. Hey, Faye. See how easy that is? Okay, so we're going to keep going, though. I want to add a few more to this one. And squishing them in a little bit makes it nice and full too. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just use these. Like I said, don't throw anything. This was a happy accident is what this was for me. Because that's how I figured out to do my cabbage. Now, you can take food coloring, spritz it, and spritz your paper towel. I don't like that one. A little darker one. I'll take a little darker one here. Be a little lighter. And how cool is that, guys? Hey, sweet Stacy. Hey, Linda. How cute is that? Now, if you, I didn't want to try this. I might try it on my white one. I was thinking, I love the neutral color. What do you guys think? You like it? Hey, Faye, you like the neutral? See, I like the colors better because this one is okay, but look how much better those look. In a pretty primitive bowl. How do they look? You can use coffee filters too. Hey, Chris, this is paper towel. What I basically did is I took my paper towel, and what I do is I lay it all down on a tin, my what is it? Cooking sheet. Lay them down while they're white. Then when I coffee grunge my fabric, I lay it on here to absorb into here. Now this is what I use, same thing for my flowers. We'll do this again too, guys. See, I did the paper towels with this. I made these really. Now these are just a simple little can, the tall thin one, asparagus, and then this is just your like regular can. And then so like this, if you wanted to make this a fun little one, you could add your little tulips to it. But aren't these cute? That's paper towel. When you grunge it heavy. Oh, this is my first happy accident. I made a bunch of this and I'm like, God, I don't want to throw them away. And so I thought, well, let me play. And sure enough, I was playing with all this stuff and I thought, how cool would that be to make my little tulips? So you just stick it in these are from, no, not Target. Where did I get? I can't remember where I got these. Hey, Gloria, in a styrofoam ball. And then just take a lot of Mod Podge and then form it up to here and then add your little to the bottom. And it makes just cute little stuff. And to me, this looks like paper. That's kind of like, that's like this stuff. Like when I did my onions, my paper white onions, that's a real onion bottom. This is done with crepe paper. This was a lot of thought because I was like, ow, how do I make it look white? And I used the crepe paper. I didn't paint it. I just used the crepe paper and white glue and stuck a real onion bottom. But remember, if you do this, these need to sit and dry out very, very well because they could mold on you. So if you wanted to, you could stick a bunch of stuff in here. You know, you could almost make a garden in here with all the different things. So I could take this out of here. You could just make this a garden here. Let me get this out of here. Hang on. Let me take this one out of here. And all kinds of junk everywhere. So you could take and line up all your little pieces. Let me get the little ones. Your little, so you gotta put them in there. You've got your onion. It's not really set up for this, and then you got your other ones. You put your other rows in there. And then I have cabbage too. You could make this a pure vegetable garden. Hang on. Now watch me try to remember how to put it all back, right? Hold on. It's have you with books. So say if I'm going to take my books out of here. Let's go ahead and just make this nothing but a garden. So let's stick our big stuff in the center. Let's stick our pretty, oh God, these are gorgeous. These are the soft ones. Hi, Tana, how are you? No kidding. Yes, you got it. Say if you wanted to do your, this is not the proper bowl for it. Hang on, we have the same colors there. Let's move them around. Hang on. Everything's just moving on me. Hold on. Yeah. Now, what you can do, what I've done in the past, I stick toothpicks into them to hold them in place. So now you've got that. You got your carrots. The carrots I made too. The carrots I made. Aw, thank you. I love vegetable arrangements too. My onion. Now put a rose by any other name. No, just kidding. And then you can put a rose back here. But I like this one better. I like the dark. I'm going to stick these this way. Okay. Hang on. I'll stick some more vegetables in here. Got some more carrots I made. And another onion. Okay. So you could have yourself a little garden basket. Now, I don't know if you guys saw last year, I did a real pretty Easter basket. And I found a basket at an antique store and I built it up with all my vegetables. I made a bunny, a chocolate bunny to go in the center, and I made eggs. Actually made patted eggs with the wooden eggs itself. And then I added fabric. Let me see if it's in here still. Hang on, guys. Hang on just a second. Let me show it to you. It's really pretty. Now, I'll put him out again this year, and we'll probably do him again. But so if he were to go in here, I did him on a live. You could stick a bunny in the center. I did eggs. Last year I did these eggs with parts of my wedding dress. You can see the white, the real white, that's part of my wedding dress. And you can make these shorter if you want to stick these in here. So like I said, you can do so much with a bowl and vegetables. This looks so pretty on my table, but the one I like the best is, the one I like the best is my big basket, because then I can stick all this stuff in and you just pile on your greenery. Hey, Rosanna, how are you? So you could stick these in, but like I said, I have a big basket I use. And I have spring flowers that go in here. This is actually for that. But isn't it cool? He's my chocolate bunny I made. Hey, Dorothy. Thank you, Rosanna. And then, so like I said, if you made these smaller, you could put them in here too. So we'll do him again. I have him, my pattern for him. But these things turned out really good, guys. You got to try these little rosettes. They're so pretty. I think they look good with my vegetables. Hey, Deborah. So now you've got this. This is the little one. See how if you tuck it in, you can bring it in a little bit more. And then here, no, wait, is that the bigger one? Or is that the little one? I can't remember. No, maybe this is the little one. I don't know. No, this is the little one. See how pretty it is when you can crinkle it up a little bit? Thank you, Bonnie. Hey, Carol. Hey, Tana. So this is what we did tonight, the two. But next week, my goal is to start working on carrots again. We're going to do carrots. I did these years ago. I have my carrots, and I love a bunch of them. You got to have a bunch of carrots together. Aw, thank you, Tana. Yeah, we did the roses today. This is what we did today. Now, this is out there. If you want to scroll through my YouTube channel, because you won't find this on Facebook anymore, because they dump my videos and you have to go to YouTube. And so same thing as with my red cabbage. Same thing. This is, this is coffee filters, I believe. And I stuck a ball in here and put that so it looked like a real head of cabbage. And then, like I said, the onions. This was a work in progress because I had to learn how to create an onion. Thank you, guys. I had to create the onion. Oh, you found them, Dorothy? They're fun to make, aren't they? So, like I said, they look real, and that's a real onion bottom. So make sure if you're going to use them, what I did is I took, my little flowers are falling because I'm taking stuff out of here. Hang on, let me see if I can put it all back. Hang on. It's hard to, I should just leave things alone instead of touching. Instead of touching stuff. I touch stuff and it all falls down. Okay. It's like I need a set of hands here. Okay. Well, he doesn't belong in here anyway, but I just wanted to show you my chocolates. So aren't they cool? But if you go out there right now, you can see my chocolate bunnies. Oh, thanks. The carrots, I'll do the carrots again. I'll probably have to watch my own videos because, like I say, it's been a year since I've done them. And I like them because they look really like they were defective. Like, carrots are supposed to be defective. Anyway, always defective. So just stick it in there. Stick your onions, your flowers. But I'll show you the next one with all these. But guys, these were fun. These are a piece of, here, I'll show you. Hang on. Let me move this out of the way. These, now then I got to remember how I put my stuff back together. Let's see if I can put that in there for now. So what I did is I took, but you can go out there yourself. I took these wooden ones. Thank you, Kim. And what I did is I cut my fabric out. So I cut the front out, put batting in it, okay? And then I cut a piece for the back so it makes it look. You've been keeping your onion roots? Yes, you've got to. Because like I said, I keep mine because I love all this. This is what I love about them. Some are really big and some are really small, but this really makes it look like an onion. So then what I did is I painted them brown. Stuck the stick inside, painted them brown. Now you can do probably better if you want to put a thinner stick, but I needed these to be inside that arrangement, which I'll put together. And then I just put lace across and this from my wedding dress. So now you'll have these. And these were all done online during my live. So you just have to go back this time about a year. February, I think, is when I did these. So, but like I said, you can take little ones. You can take a little basket if you want. And just put a couple little flowers in here. You can put some ribbon coming off of here. And you have yourself some little roses. But you guys, if you get a chance to go out there, you'll see all the stuff I've made before. No, I've never kept the... I always worry about what will mold and what will not mold. Hi, Susan. You're fine. We just made these. The crepe paper turns out so pretty for the white onions. So here's the flowers we made. So the white onions are... really a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, guys, because you have to go in layers, and it's a lot of gluing. So I can't remember, but I think I started at the top and I worked my way down because you got to keep going like this with a lot of Mod Podge, and just keep going and keep it building up and building up to the point it looks really like an onion. And I went to look at the white onions in the store, and it looked pretty good. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I think it turned out pretty good. Hi, Shauna. So you can do so many things, but I love my bunny. Like I said, I've had him for a year, and he's my chocolate bunny. We'll do him again. He's gotten beat up a couple times, so I have to kind of work with him. And he's done with drop cloth, Home Depot drop cloths. I mean, these things are so much fun, guys, seriously. And you don't have to have this, but it's nice if you got styrofoam, so you want something to hold up instead of it being, hey, Patty. I don't know if I said hi to you, Patty. Thanks. So, again, you can make cute little chocolate. Thank you, Rosanna. It's really, like I said, if you want to know how to do it, just go out there. I mean, eventually we'll go over all the onions and stuff. Like I said, this is a long time ago. I think these are maybe 2 years ago. But they turned out really good. They look just like hey, sweet Jennifer, carrots. And these were from a garland at Hobby Lobby. I think it was Hobby Lobby. So I just took the garland and then I keep the whole garland, but I just chop off what I need. Oh, thanks, Deborah. And then the cabbage. I love the red one is my favorite instead of the green. It looked perfect. So having these sit in this is what I had it in. I love this better. Now, this poor cabbage kind of seen the light of day because it got squished. So let's see if I can squish it back. Kind of squished him to death. Okay. So you have your green. You have your red. I had my carrots in different places. I don't know how I had my carrots. My onions. I love my carrots. I think my carrots were just the most fun part of them all. My carrots. I hand wrote that, so it's not the greatest. So you can add whatever you want to do with this, and the onions. I just love the carrots. It's just the colors. It almost looks as though you went out to the garden and picked them. And then, so this is that little scooper. Yes. So next week, I want to do all these things. Hey, Sweet Faye. You missed just doing we just did the roses. We just did roses today. These are just so pretty on a shelf. That's the big one. And then we have this one. This is the smaller one. Or no, this is the bigger one, I think. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Rosanna. Rosanna. Is it Rosanna? Rosanna. I want to say Rosanna Dana from Saturday Night Live. Remember that? So they could look cute in a basket. They're just fun. I mean, it's, if you're not into it, it's okay. It's just another thing to show you to decorate a little corner, a bathroom. And I'll take pictures tonight so you can see them all. Hey, Gloria. So, but yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of the vegetables. I just like stuff that looks real. I think that looks so much better. What do you think? But we'll do more, but I like this one. My cabbage is my best. So, but yeah, so we got those. I don't think I have anything else that's fake big. And then again, like I said, we'll go over and how to make this, my chocolate bunny. Now you can make him in Gilda Redder, yeah. Don't they, Cindy? The carrots are foam clay. Foam clay. I use bows, B-O-H-S. I use bows for just about everything. When I make my faces for my music boxes. So when I made him, now I haven't done a live on him yet. He will be, I gotta remember how I did him. Hi, Sheila. You found some? So his face is done with foam clay also. And I got him, hey Jennifer, I got him, hey Susan, we got him, he's done up with, his ears are foam clay with wires inside. And he's one of my music boxes. Now this one will never go for sale. I have to make another one because he'll have to be the one I use as my piece to remember how to do it. And he's got an egg. He's got a whole outfit on him. He's got a bow tie. He's got some of that good Lovett's fabric on his thing. And he also has a jacket with a pocket. He's probably my favorite next to my Halloween one. And like I said, it's all handmade. It's a lot of work. That's all I can tell you. Oh, I felt something vibrating. So he's a lot of work. This is all the fabric from Lovett's Garden. And then there's my little frames I do. Yeah, I want to make him eventually. I got to make him soon. It's very, very, very time consuming. This one is. I figured out the mechanism to make it perfect. So they'll always be exactly alike. So now I figured that out. Oh, thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. But he is my favorite. Now his eyes are actually paper, you guys. He has paper eyes. You would never know that he has paper eyes. But I love it because I can't paint to save my life. But he will be, don't you, Sheila? He's just, what size? This is a 5x5. So you take a 5x5 on Amazon. Now all my other music boxes are out there. So you can get to the YouTube channel and follow on there. And they're all on there now. You like it, Deborah? I'm glad. But I'm excited to do him. It's just, he was a work in progress because, I had to figure out how to make him, what size his hat was going to be, his ears. So he was there's a lot going on here. I mean, because you do the inside of the box as well. So it's all decorated and stuff. Isn't he, Dorothy? He's my favorite. Hey, Michelle. But yeah, so for tonight, the simple little roses. You all got to try that with a simple can. With a simple can. And see how they all look different. Now, if you squish them in the center, as you're putting them in, instead of letting them be full, squish them in there, and you can see how pretty they look. I think this one's prettier because it's got all that buckle like on a rose has. So you can change them. Like I said, this is the first one. It's okay. It's pretty. But it's not as pretty as the other ones are because this was my first one I made. You like him, Rosanna? He is my baby. He was a lot of work. But see, he comes off. He's got a whole outfit. Hold on. He's got a whole entire outfit he wears. I had to figure out his outfit. His bottom is just a peat pot. Oh, you got resin eyes, Vay? I never know which size to get for that. And then see, the inside is a spring and there's paper inside. So he just basically sits. He's a jack-in-the-box. So he's supposed to be, he just has to sit. You just got to find his right spot and he sits. Except when he's had too many things to drink. So, but yeah, we will do him too. Hey, Jackie. But it's so cute. Even with the paper eyes, he's just so cute. And all this fabric from Lovett's Garden. I can't tell you enough how much I love this fabric. You got the napkin from. This napkin, I went to Marshall's. All my napkins I bought. Okay, hang on, guys. My body is tight from today. We walked this morning. All a bunch of us walked for an hour today. So I found these at Marshall's. Found these at Marshall's. Now, I still have to do my goodie boxes that I've got to give everybody, not everybody, a drawing for. Now, hopefully by next week, since Eva's gone now, I'll have some time to breathe. And this one. Yes, we made the roses tonight. They're a no-brainer to make. So all those were at Marshall's. All of those were at Marshall's. So, and like I said, this is so much fun. And you can do you, but see what happens when I gathered them. See if I can, excuse me, I got the Belgies. When I gathered them, I did this, not the first layer, but like as you're going with the second layer or so. This is my, like, even if you want to, you could just grab little pieces like that, push them together so you have smaller pieces. This one's ripped, so I wouldn't use it again. And then you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding and gluing. I don't even know if I have any more. Do I have any more? So you can just add and just keep adding. Oh, these kind of got glued. Okay, you can squeeze them in a little bit more and squeeze these in. And then as you get going at the top, just take and squeeze them in a little bit more. And now you have a crunchier look. I am going to be giving some of these napkins away next week in some of the boxes. I'm thinking of doing 2 boxes. Thank you, I can't talk. Thank you boxes. But I'm sure I can squeak one out for you, Rosanna. I've got, like I said, now that I'm by myself with my husband, we don't have anybody here, I can start to focus on stuff. So let me put him away. And then the other thing I gotta go find some more of these. And we can make this little gnome on a teacup gnome. But it's a bunny. He was an experiment, as you can see. He's not, this is how I figured him out. That's a paper toilet roll. I never put the fabric around him, the fur, and which I should do. I still can fix that, but he's not going anywhere. It's one of my vintage teacups. But with his ears and stuff like that, he's just adorable. That was done about probably 3 years ago. I did him. Hi, Leanne. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, he turned out really cute. I'm not a big gnome person, but bunny gnomes, I don't mind. So, but yeah, so we'll do more of that next week, faux foods. Hi, Wanda. I do need to, what is it? Help my brain think. This week I want to finish out. I'm going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday. I will not be on Thursday because I'm on an event on Saturday with Wild Honey. It's paper and stuff. Wait till you see me make some paper mache bowls. I'm making some bowls. Actually, they turned out pretty cute, but I can't show it to you. You're not a gnome lover either? I did him so long ago. Like him, there's this one too I did, but I never was ever to show anybody how to do him. He's old too. I love steampunk. He's falling apart though. His poor head's falling apart. These are old. I mean, he's very old. Oh, wrong way, Donna. Now, he's very old. I did him, and he's just really cute. I did him I was going to do him for a steampunk, but he's so detailed on these glasses. These are handmade glasses, too. And this hat is those 4th of July hats from Dollar Tree. And I just painted them, and then, yeah, I just painted them. Isn't he cute? One day when I get around to it, sometimes I just don't have the desire to repeat something that takes too much time. Did Eva hurt herself? Why is she so kindly opened your... Oh, no. Her son had surgery on his back. They opened up his back and took his rods out and put new stuff in his back. And so it was easier for her to be at somebody's house than it was for her to... She can't be on her own. She's very capable of moving around, but she's not going to have the time to cook and stuff. You know, she's got to focus on getting up and walking around. And that child can move. That girl can move for almost 101. Guys, I hope I'm like that. I don't know if I want to live to 101, but she's 101 almost in April. Is that amazing? She's amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So, but yeah, so we'll do some of these and show you. Or you can go out to I do have this pattern, and if you go out on YouTube, he's out there already. So his pattern's out there already. So, But again, just take your paper towel, lay it on a cookie sheet, put your, yes, that cat was in love because he was getting a massage and he was not moving. He hardly ever slept with me. He slept on her legs. Hey, Judy. So make sure when you do your grunging of your fabric, just squeeze out the excess if you can out of your fabric a little bit, and then just lay it flat and let it start to absorb all this, because you can see some are dark and some are light. And then of course you open these up and you're gonna separate the 2-ply to it. So this is what's cool, and that's what these are. And that's what these are. And that's all, this is heavy duty grunge on here. And then like it says, you just take and you just bring up your paper towel and you twist, and then you make sure there's lots of Mod Podge on here to hold it. I mean, you can do so many things with this. If you had a cool can, you could put them in a can or something like that. But you want to find the real pretty soft ones. I feel bad I gave away all my good ones that I had, and I'm thinking, oh, now I don't have any good ones. But I think Target has theirs back, but the small ones. Yes, Sheila, it's Cypress Designs. I can't wait to go ahead and do my first live. I've got to do it. Oh, thank you, Vay. Well, I did it because she needed somebody to watch her, and she was a blast. We'd sit up at nighttime and watch videos or TV and talk, and she'd tell me all these stories of her life, and she's just amazing. Just absolutely. Hey, Janet, how are you? So she's just amazing. Like I said, I envy somebody who can do all the things she does with the heart she has. So there's that one and that one. I like this one better. So I think crinkling it up makes it look a little prettier. But, you know, roses are all different, so it doesn't matter. And you can put leaves on here, but I'm not going to worry about it. See, I did put them on this one, leaves. This is my first one I ever did. But they're just so pretty. You know, so you have a nice basket. You could just put all of them in a basket. Put a nice ribbon on it. You're good to go. Oh, me too. The stories they tell you, and she tells me about Germany, and she tells me about meeting her husband and the guy who saved her life from the Germans and the Nazis, I should say. It's just amazing what she tells you. It's just absolutely amazing. So, but, so that's what I had for tonight. We are going to do, I did this is on a live. Now this one I had to repair them a little bit, but we're going to be grunging this on Crafter on the Clock on Thursday. I have it painted black already, but we're going to go ahead and grunge this one. And then I have a molasses jar or a syrup jar that looks like a jug. And I want to do the same process and put a label on it for that. But this, we're going to be doing this one too. Now, mind you, these are very time consuming, very sticky. So, and you can see you've got to seal them up really good. You can see the pink. So I'm just going to touch it up with black. This is mine anyway. But they're just so cute. So, no, she was not in a camp. No. She just was asked by her parents to go into town. They have to ride their bikes. They barter. Everything was about bartering. You're welcome, Rosanna. Hey, Sherry. So she told about how she, you know, the only way they get food is if they go into town and they barter food. So her mom, I guess, makes stuff or does something, and they go in and barter. Well, she and all the guys got attacked. Well, we won't go into too much detail, but let me tell you, American soldier found her, wrapped her in a blanket, and took her to Berlin. She had one hell of a life. And the stories she could tell you, I sometimes wish I would just put the microphone on her and just let her talk. Just let her talk. And she'd tell me stories about how you were never supposed to dress up like a guy, like to protect the girls. They would have you dress up like a boy. And the one Nazi says, you don't do that. Next time, it won't be so good. So, you know, you hear these stories. You don't think of it until you know somebody who lives it. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Oh, my God. Just the stories she tells you. Just, I should have, well, see, the thing is she doesn't want to be out there for people to know and stuff like that. So, but it's okay. Hey, Jean. Yeah, she's amazing. But she just was so much fun to have here. She was my entertainment for the day. My husband waited on her hand and foot. She had lobster and steak on Saturday and flowers for Valentine's Day. And then Friday, she never had sushi and she never had dumplings. So she had dumplings and sushi for the first time. So it was a lot of fun. She's just, and she talks like a little mouse. She's just the cutest little thing. She talks like a little mouse. So, but I'll figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I haven't gotten that far yet. This is my first day of freedom to figure out what to do. So I will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday I will not be on because I'm going to be on Saturday. And Saturday is our Wild Honey cardboard paper event. So you guys need to be there for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's our first time making these. So you'll see the whole process. And I just have to figure out how, I want to try to figure out how to watercolor paper mache. I've never done it before. So that's one of the things I want to do. So, but, well, guys, I should let you go. I'm old and will take me in and spoil me. Yes, you just come on down. You just come on down anytime and we'll do some cooking out. Hey, that's why Kurt's around. He loves to cook. He's Mr. Barbecue Boy. Oh, you're welcome. She, I didn't do it as to get thank yous and welcomes. She is just a sweetheart. She's just absolutely the sweetest. And her son sent us oranges from California. Oh my God, they were the sweetest oranges I've ever had in my life. They're coming down in April again, so hopefully they'll bring some more oranges. But they were great. Oh, her meatloaf was really good. Now, it's your standard meatloaf, guys. You just take your hamburger, you put your egg in there, you put your breadcrumbs in there, season, okay? Mix it all really good. And then what you do is you form it into a loaf. And then what you do is you take it into a pot and you, mind you, cover the whole thing, coat it in breadcrumbs, and you sear it. Keep searing it until it seals every corner. Take it up to the side, seal this end, take it to this side, seal it. Keep sealing it till you have a nice crust. Then you just put it in the center, and you put about a cup and a half of water, depending on, this one was a 2-pounder, so we had to, yeah, I need to get my schedule together. I got so much going on. I should be able to start thinking again, I hope, clearly. But then you pour water in there and then you seal it for about a good hour and it just cooks it inside. And it was awesome. I had that with potatoes, and then for the rest of the next 3-4 days, we were eating sandwiches. Got to have your mayo, got to have your cold onions, your regular onions sliced up, and your meatloaf, and you're good to go on bread. It was awesome. Oh, God. And then spaghetti, the German spaghetti was basically just spaghetti noodles, whatever you really want. And all you do is you take your ham, sear up your ham a little bit, or bacon, ham and bacon, or whatever you want to put in it. And then you toss it all in the container, the frying pan a little bit. If you want to make a sauce, you can. It doesn't matter. We put lots of butter. And then that is your German potato salad. German spaghetti. It was so good. Get watercolor pens, Hobby Lobby. I was just there today too. I'll need to check that out. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I'm excited about Saturday. That'll be a lot of fun. You guys seen me paper mache before, and we'll be doing a lot more paper mache. That is one thing I can honestly, I can create things with paper mache. Now that bunny was foam clay, and that's another one that's easy to do too, is the foam clay. So we'll be doing more stuff. So hey, Patty, how are you? But then tomorrow I'll let you know. I always try to post what I'm going to do tomorrow. I haven't figured it out. I'm seriously thinking of doing the jug tomorrow. Do it like this. And I have from, let's see, where is it? I have labels from Love It's Garden. I just got to figure out, you know what? I organized my boxes. Now, I don't know what I did with the labels, but there's one that says molasses, and I hope it's small enough to put on it. Oh, Jean, I haven't done a whole lot. I've done a little bit of the homespun, cotton spinning. I love that. I want to make an animal so bad. Yes, watch the replay. This was a no-brainer, guys. This is a no-brainer. Have no fear, and you'll get it all done. But spun cotton, oh, yes. I've seen them do the animals. I've seen them do everything. And I did my Santas. Where's my Santas? Now, it's not spun cotton, but it is cotton. It is cotton. You guys have seen me make these. He's out there too. Now, this is just 100% cotton. I did him with the paper face. This is the first one I ever made, so his feet didn't turn out as good as they should. You did a bunny with wheels. Oh, Jean, I'm going to do that out of paper mache. I want to make the bunny with the wagon. So, but this is the one with the cotton batting. I sold my big box one already. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Rusty. How are you doing, Cindy? So I'll do again this stuff, but I would love to play with more cotton. Now, I've never done cotton spinning. We're talking about cotton spun. You're addicted, Jean? I probably will be too. I got addicted to this too. The cotton spun cotton. That's what it is. So I want to do more. So see, I had that one and I did. See, I've got my cotton here for doing. Then I did this one too. His hat fell back a little bit. I had two of them. But these are a lot of fun to make, guys. These are a lot of fun. And I learn as I go. I teach myself. Because that's what you got to do. If you want to learn how to do anything, you got to teach yourself. So, but I do want to learn how to do that. I watched this one lady, and she's got some great ideas. So, I just need to get out there and do it and stuff. So, but if you guys come up with ideas that might be easy to learn, for me to learn, I can do it. I still have my crows, my crock pot or primitive crows from My Sweet Home Living. I bought these from her a year ago. We'll have to do these too. They're her little crows. They're her patterns she was selling. So I need to get these done, and I haven't done them yet. They've been sitting here for a year. So, but that we got to work on too. So, but yeah, so I'll let you know tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be Easter or if it's going to be the can, or not the can, the jug. And I got tons of boxes and tons of fabric. I have to show you the one fabric I bought. I actually was able to get it from Lovett's Garden. Look at this. Oh, shit. Guys, I could sit here and snort this stuff. It smells. She does. Lovett's Garden is amazing. Hey, Emily. Oh, are you really? Gee, I want to see pictures. But so see all the little bunnies? I was thinking of doing this possibly on a box. Oh, I want to see the mice too, Rosanna. I've got to work on a lot of stuff. I have ideas, but I'll be happy when my new craft room is done up in the attic. Then I can actually have room and space and not feel like I'm in this tiny little room here by myself. So, well, thank you guys again. I better not detain you too much longer. I have lots of plans, and we'll come up with something. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna do my first live on YouTube, but I don't have two devices right now. I don't know, because remember when I had my iPad and everybody saw me looking this way instead of straight ahead? It's because it's a landscape, which the lady never told me. When I bought that darn iPad, and it was because the camera was on the side. I think they were trying to push those out the door. And so I'm going to give that to my granddaughter and hopefully get my old ones back. So I can have two devices, so I can do my iPad and phone. So I don't know if anybody does that. I haven't done that yet. I haven't been out there yet. So I just need to suck it up, buttercup, and get out there on my YouTube and get it done. So, well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed these. Again, try them. But you got to have the different colors in them. Look at that. I love this. I just think they're pretty. What auction's tomorrow? Oh, she got an auction tomorrow? Oh, I haven't even been on there. I've been just trying to catch up on life over here. So remember, all these pieces, don't get rid of them. If you have small bulbs, you can use this stuff for small bulbs. So don't throw anything away. And like I said, I just created circles and just started making loops. Patty. Well, yeah, I had to use a standard passcode on my stuff. I hate putting passcodes on. Oh, thanks, Rosanna. Rosanna, I got to figure that out. Hey, sweet Esmeralda. There's the chick who's got the greatest fabric in the world. So, but this is it. Simple little things. And I hope you try them. And if you do, send me pictures. I love seeing everybody's pictures. One day I'll have to post them. I haven't had a chance to get around to it, but you guys are phenomenal when you craft. You really are. 10:30 her time? Okay, I'm Central Standard Time too. So hopefully, yeah, I should be home from walking tomorrow. You're fine, Esmeralda. You got a lot going on, sweet cheeks. So you've got a lot. So that poor girl, I don't know how she does it. She's got a farm. She's got a garden. Oh, thanks. She's got a farm. She's got a garden. She's got to take care of her husband, her kids. She's got all the auctions she does. I don't know how she does it. She is amazing. So her stuff is beautiful. And snorting fabric is my thing now. I mean, my God, you just take it out and all you do is you can't help but smell it. It's just there. It smells so good. I mean, not even well, I can smell the coffee, but nothing as like, no, this is paper, but but her fabric's amazing. So, but okay, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll figure out something and I'll post it in the, when I advertise that I'm going live, I'll let you know what it is that we're going to make. And so is it tomorrow at 10:30 or Wednesday? 10:30 tomorrow, right? Yes, she is Superwoman for sure. So she's a trip. So, okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock, okay? Love y'all. Good night, guys. Bye.